With more on all of this, let's go ahead and bring in Sara Hsu. She is CEO of China Rising Capital Forecast and a visiting scholar at Fudan University. Sara, thanks so much for joining us. Talk, if you can, a little bit about some of the challenges China's new graduates are facing.
Sure. So we see a job market that has not recovered from coronavirus. We see that urban unemployment remains relatively high. It's been the highest, it peaked at the highest since the data began in June 2013. And so the economy continues to recover, but it's really slow going, especially given the uncertainty that we see not only in China but around the world with the coronavirus crisis. And we see a slowdown in the creation of the service jobs in particular, as well as manufacturing jobs.
This must be quite daunting for these graduates. What sort of impact is it having on them, on their lives, and perhaps even their families?
Yeah, it's had a really big impact, and it's possibly going to last for the next year or two, some experts say. It's impacted the service industries, especially because there's a lot of face-to-face in the service industries, but also due to the economic slowdown. So we see not only the more entry-level types of jobs, like in restaurants, but also higher-level jobs for graduate students that may not be there, such as those in the banking sector. We see a slowdown, as I mentioned, in manufacturing, as well as in small and medium-sized companies. So in the past, with other crises and other issues, China's been able to fall back on small businesses to increase employment, and this simply isn't happening at the same rate. Self-employment has declined, and so this is really concerning right now.
And are we seeing that this year's graduates are changing their plans?
You know, I think that it's more in terms of adaptation. They're finding out that they have to adapt. As you had mentioned, a lot of the students may choose to go into working for state-owned enterprises, which in the past was quite attractive and to some extent still is today, because it's a pretty guaranteed type of job. That might occur. The government is also hiring people to go to less developed areas in China, so that's another possibility. Some may actually enter the military because there are bonuses being given for that. Most graduates will be aspiring to enter the modern service sector and high-tech sector, but it's not really clear that the demand is there for those types of jobs.
Talk to us a little bit more, Sara, about the steps that China is taking to help these graduates and companies hire more of them.
Yeah, so China's really trying to boost the state-owned enterprise jobs. Also, local governments are being called upon to increase their hiring. Public institutions are hiring more students just to absorb some of the increase in the labor supply that's coming out there. Some of the graduates will be sent to the countryside, so potentially far away from home, where they can help with the poverty alleviation process, which Xi Jinping has placed a huge priority on and continues to. Some may enter the military, and some may choose to go back to school. So we know that the Ministry of Education has also ordered Chinese universities to expand their master's degree programs. So that's yet another possibility.
Sara Hsu from China Rising Capital Forecast, thank you so much for your insight.
Thank you.